right. So today I'm talking to Giana. Giana, can you tell us a little bit about your business or the kind of writing that you are doing?
My name is Giana. I'm a public health educator focused on women's and maternal health and have always had a inclination for writing and sharing stories. And now my focus is um, I'm very focused on bringing women's health and wellness and creativity together. So like the science behind things, but making it simple and not so like far-fetched for the everyday average woman and mom.
Mhm.
So that's my background. And then that's where I'm at with writing and sharing science and health information through the lens of storytelling.
And I don't remember how we started following each other, but I just know that you sort of already had your own platform, right? You have your own website and you're already writing. Is it Substack that you use?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were kind of doing your own thing, but you decided like I'd like to get my writing out there like to other audiences besides just your own.
Right.
And so I think maybe you had done a little bit of that before we met.
Yeah, so I actually have been teaching, and I still currently teach fertility awareness and childbirth education privately and for a hospital system. But yeah, I had some things in my life come up that really took a toll on my mental health, and I found a safe space and of coping with writing, and thought, you know what, I really need to get back to this. And how do I marry my two passions for health and then for writing, and how do I bring them together, which is what I had a very difficult time doing at first. And so I started looking into on Instagram. That's how I found you. Is I put freelance writing, and pitch and publish popped up. And so I started following you and stalking you and
Yeah,
seeing all the
that's so
things.
fun. That's so fun
Yeah.
to find out how people found it because I just never know.
Yeah. It was like through a hashtag search. Um, and yeah, I think you're the only one out of the people that did pop up that I felt resonated with and kind of aligned with some of the other stuff that you were talking about.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I just jumped in the bragworthy because I was like, you know what? Why am I not getting some support with this? Like, I need someone that has a specialized focus in this
Mhm.
particular niche of writing, so I know what to do and how to do it and where to go.
Yeah, and I also wanted to mention that you are a mom of two. So you do you homeschool both kids?
Yes. So the little one just turned 5, like a couple weeks ago. So he's loosely doing things here and there. But yeah, I have a fifth grader, so homeschooling him.
So you're homeschooling, you're doing your business, you're doing your writing. So you're busy, but you were still able to fit it in, prioritize it. So what was your experience now? You've actually been through the program twice now. So tell me about your experience with Bragworthy Bylines and how did you find it helpful and sort of, what did you get out of the program?
Bragworthy, definitely pitch templates. The verbiage, the language, the structure, the format, the protocol, all exactly what I need. I'm very type A in certain things in my life, and that was it. And that is it. So that definitely helps and helped me put it into perspective. The follow-up protocol that you gave, finding contacts is another one too. And yeah, with that specifically for Bragworthy, those were the most helpful points for me.
Hmm. And I know that you were able to publish at least a few things during or like soon after that. Can you tell us about some of the things that you were able to publish?
Yeah, so I was able to get a two bylines in Business Insider. The first was on how I thought I was going to be homeschooling and how it ended up turning around to a completely different approach. My second byline in Business Insider was the topic, the very spicy topic of moving from California to Tennessee and then now back to California, and why, some of our reasons why as a family. And then finally, in the interim of that, I have been writing for Scrub Life Cares, the nonprofit that focuses on girls' body literacy, reproductive health, and menstruation. And so I've been writing for them for a few months now.
And you get paid for that?
No, that one, no. It's a board member volunteer because she's a nonprofit, but I think starting in 2026 we'll be starting to get paid.
Okay, that's good. Always good to get paid. Um,
Hmm.
and so how do you think, I guess I would love to know, do you feel like how did taking Bragworthy Byline sort of jive with what you were already doing? Like you already had your own platform. How did that sort of contribute and sort of help you continue on there while also pursuing other things?
I think it provided me structure. That's
Mm,
really what it is. Like I find that my mind is all over, like creativity wise. Like I said, I'm very type A in certain things, but I also have a very creative brain to where I want to talk about motherhood and lifestyle, but I also want to talk about uh research and health and like it's there's a lot going on in here. And so Bragworthy helped me really like hone in on the types of publications I would be looking for the type of topic I wanted to cover, but also it helped me really identify, like you talked a lot about become like present yourself as the expert. What are you an expert in?
mhm,
And then tell them why you're the right person to write this piece. And so whenever I feel like scattered like that and I come up with these random topics that somehow do not relate to each other, I ask myself, which one of those am I an expert in? And then that's when I'm like, okay, I'm going to hone in on this right now. And
mhm.
like I would say just generally like organization, thought organization, writing organization.
And maybe accountability a little bit too.
Yeah, that
Just
too for
like
sure.
knowing we have a meeting every week, like I'm going to check in and like just making sure because like it is, a limited time. So it's like you want to turn your pitches in to be edited. And you did a lot of pitches too. You turned in a lot and they were very
Yeah.
comprehensive.
The editing, okay, yeah, that's the other thing. The pitch editing, your feedback was so helpful. And I'm not somebody who doesn't like constructive criticism. I love it. I thrive on it. I want to get better and I want to be the best. So having the ability to send our pitches to you and having you edit them and say, okay, this one's good, refine this, change your language here, isn't just helpful for that one pitch, but it's also helpful for all the future ones that you write because then you have that feedback in mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
So
What made you, so you came back this time around for the opinion lab, which is Bragworthy Bylines and the Opinion Lab are a little different. You do get the Bragworthy Bylines curriculum inside of the Opinion Lab, as well as the opinion curriculum. So it's kind of double duty, but a similar kind of thing. We're focusing more on a specific opinion piece. So what made you sign up for that cohort?
So I have a lot of opinions, and yes, those are where I who doesn't? Who doesn't? I those are primarily where I share on Substack, and that's like kind of where I'm able to like brain dump and unpack some of it. But I really wanted, and I'm going back to the word structure here, I really wanted to be able to frame an opinion that was well-rounded and made sense. So it kind of it was my way and what you offer in Opinion Lab. It's a way to kind of like bring that opinion together and like, yes, you're allowed to have this opinion that is like has a million different branches, but like let's bring it in, let's focus it, and let's get to the point and your thesis. The thesis
Mhm.
is like the word that's living in my mind right
Yeah.
now. The
Yes.
thesis. Why does this matter? Why is it relevant? And why is it timely? Like I feel as though having a strong opinion is great, but if you can't convey that in with eloquence and what's the other word I'm looking for?
Articulate.
Competence.
Oh,
Competence,
competence.
yeah.
Yeah.
Competence and eloquence and articulate it, then it's not gonna resonate.
hmm
And
Yeah.
that's what I needed.
Yeah. And how's that going? I know we're kind of in the middle of that right now.
Yeah. So the pitch I already sent to one publication. I've outlined I've written a thesis once, twice, three times. I've refined my thesis a couple of times. And based on that thesis, I did an outline of the whole piece so that I can stay focused on what I'm talking about because I love a good tangent. And so I love a good tangent sometimes, and tangents have their time and place, but it's not going to be for an opinion piece. So that's where, yeah, the outline is really helpful. So that's where I'm at. outline, thesis, and sent the pitch already.
Okay, one second. Hank, come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Be quiet. Come here. Oh my gosh, she's so annoying. Okay, so talking to people that are thinking about signing up, what would you say to someone that's considering signing up? And what would you say to encourage them or let them know what they might be able to experience if they do sign up?
I would say, why do you want to sign up? What's your why? Like, do you want to just see your name in a publication, or do you really have something to say that you feel like is going to help people? Like, who are you talking to, and why are you telling them what you're telling them? So just get super clear on your why you would join something like this. And then the second thing you asked me, what was it?
Just I guess just like
Well, what to expect.
What are you going to learn? What are you going to get out of this if you sign up? Like basically, tell them why
Yeah.
you think it's a good program.
So once you're clear on that why, I would say the accountability piece is huge for me because I can write things down on a million pieces of paper in my planner, on my phone, everywhere. But when you have a date and time with someone who is not your family member or your best friend, you'll make it happen. And obviously there's times where you can't, I have both two boys at home. And they see me on here, and
And
I
we
tell
see them
them,
sometimes.
yes, you do. And I keep telling myself, like, it's okay. You work from home, you're homeschooling. If they pop in, it's
Yeah,
okay because
totally.
they see my commitment to something. It's also a living example for them to be committed to something too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Oh, I had one more thing I was going to ask you. Um, where did it go?
Mhm.
I don't remember. Okay. Well, I guess that's all I've got. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing. Is there anything else that comes to mind for you that you would say about the program? Do you like the coaching aspect, like in terms of like there's other people asking questions, that kind of a thing? Like, is that helpful to hear other people get coached?
It's helpful to hear your feedback. Like, it's easy to get lost in their topic doesn't really apply to me, or like I have no interest in that topic. But you have to be able to still listen to what they're asking, not so much what about,
Mm-hmm.
and listen to your feedback and go, okay, how is this going to apply to me? So yes, if you can kind of stay aware of that, then absolutely, yeah, it's helpful.
And did you feel like I was accessible in terms of